Shalom, shalom. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Those on to the apostles, salutations to the elect. We just coming off of the Pesach, holy day, and as you should, you observe it with a solemn spirit, and a sound heart, because at the end of the day, this is something that was commanded for us to do. So we doing it to the best of our ability. Hopefully brothers get home safely on their travels. And as we go into it, as we continue on, with a sit down, what we really want to bring out is the aspect of brotherly love, because that's what Yahweh Shah did with the disciples, show brotherly love, you know, and a lot of people, it goes over people's heads sometimes, when we speak of the Passover, and they just think of just the Exodus 12, but it's also, other things that was involved, in the New Testament as far as Yahweh Shah is concerned. Because even in the Old Testament was a whole symbolic uh, journey that was being held about Yahweh Shah. So everything that we did as far as us being freed, through the hands of Yahweh, through the vessel of Moses, it still was symbolic that shows you the blood on the post, okay, to sacrifice that lamb, all right, without blemishes. That was all about Yahweh, man. You know, our people shall be saved through Yahweh Shah. All right, so we was spared in Egypt based upon Yahweh Shah. So when we go into the New Testament, as far as Matthew 26 is concerned, you know, it's still pertaining to the humility and the brotherly love that we must share with each other. All right. So I'm gonna just go into John when it speaks of how the humility of the house himself was bestowing upon his disciples. And I'm gonna take it from the top, which reads in John 13 and 1. Now, before the feast of the Passover, when Yahweh Shah knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world onto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world. And that's us, man. He knew that, those disciples in the world, they wasn't uh without, any blemishes. Them brothers, they did things. All right. They was in the world and they had, all type of things going on with themselves, but they dropped everything to follow him. And that's how we are with each other. We not Yahweh Shah, but we definitely get into the whole loyalty aspect of being in this truth. You know, we don't allow we don't allow worldly shit to come in between us like that. Like, yo, I'm out here with my friends. I ain't got time for you. Nah, we stop what we doing every time we go out on the highways and byways. We out there amongst fellow brothers of this truth. You're not gonna pass up no time to push camp to go and get with your worldly friends. You know how hard that is. Brothers like, yo, come through. It's a party, so and so, and you like, yeah, nah. Well, guess what? I'm going to do the Lord's work first, and if I could get to that party, so be it. But more than likely, you don't even want to go after camp, right? Because you with your real brothers, those brothers will lead you into the path of destruction. But your real brothers, you don't even want to leave. Like, after camp, we just departing. Like, so what we gonna do after this? It ain't nothing to do. We do the Lord's work and we peel out. So we go back into our own world. But for the most part, we in there doing the Lord's work as a collective. As we all got the same mind frame. You know, you got friends that's worldly, but you got your spiritual brothers that is your real friends because they're not going to lead you into those things that your worldly friends will lead you into. All right. So,
quick point, if I could make it.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai constantly mentioned to love. He said that the law hangs on these commandments: love the Most High with all your heart, and love your neighbor. So your neighbor is a fellow brother in the truth.
That's right.
And to love Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is to keep his commandments. So he commanded us that we should love each other.
That's right.
So, and it ain't always easy. That's why he always had to mention it. Because if it was so easy, what would be the purpose of him constantly drilling it in his disciples if it was something that was just so simple? It's not always easy because brothers come from different walks of life. Brothers have different spirits. But the Lord has it to where, even though we're all different, we come together for the Pesach. We come together for the high holy days, and we observe Yahweh Shai together. And we realize that in truth and reality, we have more in common than we don't have in common. And that's that we love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You got it, bro.
All right. And the humility in Yahweh Shai, man, he went as far as to wash each and every. But during some Passovers, we went through that ritual, and it's a very humbling experience when, well, as far as the whole ceremony is, everybody has a turn to wash each other's brother's feet, and if you ever observed the Pesach and you did that ritual, you'll feel the humbling experience of doing what Yahweh Shai did, which was to wash all his disciples' feet. And you had Peter the first to say, "Nah, I ain't letting you do that." And that's a whole parable within itself. Even though it's true that it happened, but the whole lesson in that is that he felt like he wasn't worthy for the Lord to do something as humbling as bow down and wash his feet. But the Lord had a lesson within that. And the lesson, I'm gonna go down to the point where it says in 17, verily, verily I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. So if you understand that, you would know that the Lord is saying, look, the Lord sent me, all right, and I'm not no greater than the person who sent me, and neither am and as I'm your leader, neither am I as great as you. You're a servant to me, but I'm no greater than you. And that's why I got to do this to show you that, we got to be able, elders and everybody, from elders down to the new fruit, whatever, we got to be on the same level, you know what I'm saying, as far as, showing humility, you know, and that's how, the servant is no greater than the person who sent him. Yahweh Shah is the servant, yes. But Yahweh always big him up to be the Lord over his people. All right. Yahweh Shah is the Lord over us. But he had to show us, like, yo, look, I'm no greater than y'all. And I don't remember the exact book, chapter, and verse, but the Lord said, hey, yo, the miracles that I go do, y'all gonna even do greater miracles, right? You know? So, the Lord was trying to break it down to us in so many ways that, during the Passover, when you observe that ceremony, which is everybody has a chance to wash everybody's feet in that at that present Passover, is a experience that gives you the idea of where Yahweh Shah was coming from when he did that, which is, look, man, I know I'm y'all leader, but look, I'm gonna show y'all how y'all leader can just be on the same level as y'all as far as brotherly love. All right. So all of us, you have elders, we got elders in our camps, but they don't want you to think that, oh, I'm better than you because I'm the elder.
My fault, bro. Hold on one second. Just trying to get this shit
All right, cool.
calibrated.
All right, so good.
Cool. This shit is telling me to get on. All right. Yeah, go ahead. We good.
Got it?
Yeah, I recalibrated it so we can get both of us in the frame.
Cool. All right, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so, what I was saying is that, the Lord had a ritual that he had to literally do in order to show the brothers how to deal with each other. Because, that spirit of like, I'm doing better and all that. I do the most. I do the most videos and all that. That's just you trying to. Uh, that's vainglory. You know what I'm saying? So, it's good to feed the sheep, and it's good, to be diligent as far as getting out there doing the Lord's work. But is you a good brother?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the real test. Because the Lord ain't dealing with people that feel like y'all better and I deserve this and I deserve to be here or I deserve to be there. What you really want to work on is just making sure that you work out your own salvation. With what though? Fear and tremble. You gotta be humble enough because when you humble, it ain't like quote unquote. I don't like to use the word, but it ain't like you pussy because you humble. You understand?
Yep.
You just understand the aspect of, look, this is what we got to go through in order to be a better person for the Lord and show that you worthy of the kingdom.
That's right.
Because like the brothers was bringing out today, like, yo, you got little kids that's unruly, but nobody got out of place and was like, yo, embarked on the kids.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. Quick point, too, if I could, brother.
Yeah.
Because Apostle Ricard, through the Spirit, he has been speaking on how you got men that do a lot of videos, but in the Spirit, they're not right because they don't treat brothers well. And the scriptures say in Matthew 25 that if you have done it to the least of these my little ones, you have done it unto me. So if you do well unto a brother, it's like you're doing it unto Yahweh Shai because these are the members of his body.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right.
Just to make that quick point. You got it, bro.
Nah, yeah. A lot of things that the brother do humbly, like, we pay dues certain times. We pay dues to get certain things done, but the brother might do something extra and won't even tell brothers. Like we got so many brothers who do that, but it's up to you to just take on that responsibility. Like you see, before we left, I tried to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody actually tried to do that because you may have put money up, but you still want to do your part as a brother. Like yo, you don't want to leave a brother stranded like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if a brother break down or anything or need a car or whatever, we all get together and we try to do that. That's why tithes is important too. But this is the church, and as a body, we got to maintain this body. So when we get together, it's always like, yo, who need what after camp, before camp, like if a brother need help, they don't got to know who it's coming from, but a brother might have it to do so.
Yeah.
The main topic of what we talking about, even though we coming off the spirit of observing the Passat, the Passover is about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about brothers getting together and moving according to what the Lord told us to do, and we did it. All right, and when another saying is, teamwork make the dream work.
That's right. That's right.
And,
100%. And
a lot of us,
Psalms 133 when you get a chance, for sure.
All right.
Unless you had some more on that.
Nah, a lot of us just came from a lot of different walks to be here today.
Mm-hmm.
Different parts of the world. You got brothers from South Carolina, all different parts of New York, different parts of New Jersey. So when we get together, it was for a greater cause. To observe this as a people. And also to do the Lord's work. But also in a brotherly fashion, because ain't no sisters. Don't get me wrong. We don't discriminate against sisters, but this solemn assembly is not a party. This ain't no lamb dinner like the brothers say.
Yep.
Yep. It's not a party. We came here to do the works, and we came as men. All right. We here. We did what we had to do, and a lot of brothers don't even get that opportunity. Like how, even you was like, yo, bro, I observed this by myself.
Yep. For a few years, yep.
You know,
And then the spirit had linked me up with these brothers, the Men of Valor brothers, and I was all through the spirit. Because in my mind, the Lord was preparing my mind, like, you may have to you may just have to eat that.
right.
So, like,
You said Psalm what?
okay, so this shit is telling me to go here. My fault, bro. I'm gonna get back to this. Psalms 133.
130.
Yeah, but the Lord was putting in my mind to where, like the brothers going into, soldier means solitary.
That's right.
So in my mind, and through the videos, I feel connected to brothers anyways. I have felt connected to brothers anyways, just because the edification is online. Like, it ain't like some secret hidden council. Like, it's all out on the open. Brothers whole camp, and the same conversation that pretty much be happening behind closed doors is happening out on the highways and hedges through the spirit.
That's right.
So I always felt connected, but it was just to have that fellowship, like face to face with brothers, is a beautiful thing. And
nobody wants to be around by themselves, like
yeah,
the brothers, the brother was bringing out like, yo, you are on some solemn, always in solitude by yourself. Either you are insane or you just some type of guru who trying to master the art of being a god or something. Because when you get together with brothers, everybody always try to get up one way or the other, if it's social media or whatever. But the goal is to at least be with the like-minded people that have the same cause, which is this truth, which is Yahweh. All right.
Yep.
And ain't nothing better than being in a brotherhood of the fellowship of the Lord, man. Like, everybody got their own different groups. They got gangs. They got whatever. But this is the best thing that you want to set yourself in, because with these days and times, people just looking for ways to take their mind off of reality. But the reality is, this is your only salvation, man. It's true.
Yep.
All right. So when we dealing with this, man, we not only just rejoicing because we around other brothers, like-minded brothers, we all could see the ultimate goal. All right. The ultimate goal is the kingdom.
Yep.
And that's what you should want to have, because ain't nothing else better, ain't nothing else going to really protect you except but the salvation of the Lord.
That's right.
All right.
This brother put a good precept, if I could, real quick. Yep. This brother strive for the masteries 144. Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
That's right.
Yep. And that's how the Lord keeps us sharp. You be around other brothers, it'll remind you of your own shortcomings in this truth, because you'll see men that have strengths, certain things that you see men excel at that you lack in, and that'll make you not to try to fulfill that man's lot, but just to see that you're inspired through the spirit of the Lord to see how the Lord is working on that man's mind, that you could take a piece of that and apply it to your walk. You know what I'm saying? Right. You see brothers was going into the Hebrew, reading the Hebrew today. We
go shopping your sword, right?
Exactly. The Exodus 12 going from top to bottom. You see, brother, there was brothers that been in the truth for like less than a year or a year, and was able to read the Lashawan Kodash. And that's all to the glorification of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because he put the spirit in them to do that.
And then to sharpen somebody else for, because they'll be like, yo, I gotta step my game up.
Exactly.
Like, yo, these brothers came in 1 year, and they with diligence, they did it.
Yeah.
They mastered it.
Yep.
So that's what we gotta be on as far as this whole walk through this journey, of truth, man, of dealing with the Lord's statutes and commandments. Because the Lord see us. He said, yo, you want to be the servant that's caught doing the right thing, not the wrong thing.
Right.
Yep. Matthew 24.
Exactly. This brother put here, our fellowship is of a higher vibration. That's true.
That's right.
That's true. The fellowship is of, like, being around these brothers just now. For the Pesach, it was a very high, elevated spirit in the room. You could tell. Yahweh Shah was there. It was known. Like, every brother that was in the room could feel it. And every brother speaking in his own turn, it was Yahweh Shai speaking through that man.
That's right.
And every brother could feel it. And I know you feel the same, like we could all feel it. That it was Yahweh Shai speaking through each individual brother that was bringing his own, you know what I'm saying? Every point that was being made, it was all through the spirit.
That's right.
You
and
know?
They warn brothers because, at the end of the day, we might not see each other for weeks or months.
Right. Yep.
The next holy day is in May. And, brothers will be looking forward to that. At the end of the day, we go back to our old walks of our former hell. And, you know how it be, man.
Yep.
I can't wait to get back with the brothers, even though it's for a 1 day stay or whatever. Like the log cabin trip, that shit was only like, I ain't gonna call it shit, but that trip was only like 2 days. And when it was time to go, it was like, shit, I wish it was longer.
Yep.
I can't wait till I see you in the kingdom type shit.
It's like coming back from vacation, like you're going back to your job and shit. And it was nice while it lasted, but then it's back to the same hell. So that's why we need Yahweh Shai to destroy this bitch and deliver us up out of here.
That's right.
And take us into immortal bodies. It's like
but when you amongst worldly brothers, you don't get that same feeling like, this brother got the off spirit talking about something.
This shit just drain you.
You ready to be out. Especially if you a man of this truth, man. You don't want to be around no shit like that.
No.
But when you with your brothers, man, it's like, damn, I hate to leave. But I'm gonna bring out the precept you wanted, which is Psalms 133, verse 1. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity." All right. So when we get together, man, it's good and it's pleasant, man. You don't feel a raw feeling like, yo, I gotta hurry up and get away from this person. Nah, you just amongst brothers that, have the same spirit as you, want to see the same things you want to see, which is the kingdom. We don't care about none of this shit in this world. Like, yo, I'm about to get this new Benz. You say that shit around us, man, we gonna look at you like you bugging. We don't care about no worldly shit like that, man. What we care about is the kingdom, and all the brothers that we around think the same way, and that's a righteous way to think.
That's right.
That's what the Lord make us want to strive for.
Yep. Every brother I seen in that room today, I seen a brother that wanted to strive to please Yahweh Shai and strive to receive a crown of life from Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So when I seen you really you see that we're all like the same in a sense, even though we're different brothers, but our goal is the same. The end goal is the same. So in that sense, the beautiful part of it is that we can relate on that. Even if you are completely different from certain brothers,
Yeah, we all unique in a certain way, but we got the same collective thought of striving for that kingdom.
Exactly. That's right.
And that thing right there, that thing, that's a thing of ours, because a lot of people don't look forward to that. They want to build up their richest head, and that's not what we had. None of us don't want to say, yo, where I see myself in 5 years or where I see myself in 10 years. It may sound crazy, but all of us got the same mind state. Like, Lord willing, this is the last Passover, man. That's a weird thing to say to a person that's listening of this world. They like, what you mean? May there be more?
Nah, it's cool. Telling me go up this way. All right, cool. Got it. So then, this way. I don't know Jersey. Jersey confused the shit out of me, bro. I don't know about you.
Yeah, nah. I don't drive, so I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. But nah, we good. I see it says Peterson Plank.
As long as you got the GPS going, bro.
Yeah, nah, we good. We good.
That ain't my lot, Thank God for the technology. He saw with the goddamn GPS shit.
For real.
It's crazy. Way out here.
Yeah. Salaki brothers, we out here driving.
Yeah.
But Yeah, like the brother was saying, man, we all in the same accord, and we all want to see the same thing, man.
That's right. And we not trying to build up our riches talking about, yo, 5 years from now, yo, I'm gonna get a business, I'm gonna start this business now, and 5 years from now we gonna be straight. Nah, we like, yo, Lord willing, it was good that I got to see you on this Passover, but Lord willing, it's the last one.
That's right.
Because the next one we'll observe in the kingdom, and we could reminisce about the hell that we went through here and look at it like, yo, that shit was light.
Hmm.
It wasn't nothing compared to, your Howard Shaw hardships.
Hmm.
That's why we eat the bitter herbs for the affliction, man.
Yep.
You know, like to remind us of, yeah, we went through this, but at the end of the day, your Howard Shaw went through even more.
That's
And
right.
only thing it's gonna do is just make you want to eat that shit quick. Like, yeah, this shit ain't nothing. Cause when we get out of here, it's gonna seem like a bad dream that we could get over. And it's on. When you wake up from a bad dream, what happens? You be like, okay, that shit was fucked up, but
Yeah.
you get to like get over it real quick. You don't be tripping.
You could pull Psalm 126 just to land back off your point.
All right.
About waking up from a dream, because hey, right now we driving through. I don't even know where we at. We just going by the GPS, but it's just desolate. Wherever Jake is at, it's just desolate. It's a wasteland. It's just concrete and buildings and wickedness. So we want like luscious rainforests, waterfalls. We want our wives to be virgins. We want our sons and daughters to live forever. You know what I'm saying? All these things. But we got to go through that straight gate in order to receive it. And when we wake up in the kingdom from this captivity, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it up.
Verse 1.
Yep. I think that's
Psalms 126, verse 1. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Right. That's right. Because, 2,000 years may seem like a hell of a long time for Israel to go through what they went through, but our time is not like the Lord's time. Our time is like a day to him.
Yep.
So when we in that, that everlasting life, we gonna look at 2,000 years like that wasn't nothing.
Yep. Yep.
And that's when we awaken to our natural, our real spiritual bodies, and our real mind state of the real kings that we were.
Yep.
So we gonna realize that this shit, even though it's strenuous for us as with these fleshly bodies, like, damn, another day of this captivity. Especially if you're a spiritual man, you're in this truth. You looking at it like, yo, please, dear Lord, get us out of here. We ready to go.
Yep.
And Lord willing, we be those men. But that's why we rehearse these righteous acts, and we come across with humility, like, dear Lord, please, if it be possible, let this be taken away from us, man. Even Yahweh Shah asked his father, if it's possible, let this cup pass me. But that was a brief second, because he was sweating when the Romans ran down on him. And he was kind of disappointed, like, yo, y'all was asleep, man, when they came for me. But at the end of the day, he realized, because him being his spiritual self, like, yeah, all right, I know what I gotta do. I know I gotta go through this. It was instantaneously that he knew, like, yeah, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shah was a man. So the same emotions that we go through, he went through.
Yep.
And in the same way that, a lot of the things that happen in this occurrence of him going through life is the things that we go through, betrayal. Okay?
Yep. That's why it says in the scriptures that Yahweh Shai, he was made like unto his brethren.
That's right.
He came in the same mortal flesh that we in, man. He dealt with the same temptations and things. He's the son of the Most High. He's Yahweh Shai, so he was able to live a perfect and sinless life. And we got to follow his example.
That's right.
We got to follow his example.
And the people who do follow his example, there's a reward for that. Those men was there in the beginning of the creation of time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those 12 is the elect, man. And they always been reincarnating, coming back and being devoted and following, you know?
Yep.
It's more than 12, but I mean, as far as like his disciples,
Yep.
is a group of people that's pertaining to what he stands for and what the kingdom stands for.
It started with the 12.
Right.
It started with Yahweh Shai and his 12, and that's where this ministry even came from. Because what does the scripture say?
12.
My fault to cut you.
No, go.
No, because it says, the things written aforetime before our learning. So when we go into it, the records that they left for us, Yahweh Shai and his 12, we went into it now. The Lord put the spirit on us. Like I always say, it was like a Hail Mary pass from 2,000 years ago. Right. And our forefathers in this truth, Abba Bivens, the Apostle GMS, they caught that Hail Mary pass. And that was the records that was written. And the Lord poured the Holy Spirit in them to read it. And then boom, it all started with Yahweh Shai and his 12 back then. So the ministry goes back to then, but then there was a falling away. And then we came back into it now. But it all started with, like the brother was going into, Yahweh Shai and the 12. And that was all about what? Brotherhood.
That's right. And the prophets of old, they always prophesied of his coming, and they always knew through the spirit. You know, that's a reincarnation right there, man.
Yep.
You know, they always knew that, you know, our Savior was going to come through Israel. You know, for those who don't know and think that, you know, everybody could be saved. Nah, he came through Israel for a reason.
Yep.
You know, and the men that, you know, prophesied his name throughout the beginning of time, they was here at the beginning, you know. Yep. And quick precept is Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, throughout the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men, keyword the men,
yep,
that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So those men is the same men that you see today that really can't wait to get this shit over with.
Yep.
And that'll be us, because every day I wake up, I'll be like, yo, man, this ain't it. This ain't it. I know that, you know, I don't never really have dreams of being that royal man in the kingdom, but I definitely be having dreams that this is hell here.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You got your woman messing with other dudes in your dream. You wake up, you probably want to smack the hell out of her.
Right.
And that ain't no way to wake up. And
right.
then you got to get a grip of yourself and like, yo, she ain't really do that yet. But,
right.
you know, Lord knows that shit could possibly happen.
Yeah.
I know y'all had dreams before. Things that you dreamt really came true.
Yep.
Like you dreamt that somebody was in your dream, and then you see them later on that day. Like, yo, man, I ain't seen your ass in months. And then I have a dream about you and you pop up.
Right. That's the Lord doing that.
Yeah. So, you know, the Lord definitely got his ability to show us things through visions. Yep. And that's what prophets do.
Yep.
That's what prophets do. Yep. They have visions and they put it in the best form possible to bring about, to show y'all what the Lord has prepared for us, man. And that mark is look, man, that mark is the mark of salvation. Not the MOTB,
yeah,
but the mark of salvation, man.
Mm-hmm. In the Hebrew, it's right? And that represents exemption from a judgment that's coming.
Right.
And that's heavy that you bring that out too, because what is the Passover all about? The angel of death passing over the righteous, Israel.
That's right.
Which now is only going to be the elect, and destroying the firstborn of the Egyptians. And even then, when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, it says how the destroyer came even in the wilderness unto Israel. Because you would think Jacob see that and fear and be glad that the Lord was with us. But then after the Lord's parted the Red Sea, destroyed Pharaoh, what happened? They was in the wilderness doing more wicked shit.
That's right.
That's why right after the Passover, a lot of guys fall out. Demons be hopping on dudes, because it's the same spirit from back then. You seen a miracle and then you want to be a scoffer right after. So, just to add on to your point, brother.
That's right. That's right. And that's why the Lord gave us commandments, man. And if you could work, if you can follow the commandments to the best of your ability, there's a reward for that. James wanted St. James when you blessed the man who endured temptation, man.
Yeah.
All right. So that mark is of salvation, which is the Dawah. All right. And with that being said, the brothers that's out here, and when we get together, and we just try to rehearse the righteous acts, and we just try to follow the best to the best of our ability the commandments, man. And that's what the reason why people were spared during that day when the death angel came amongst our people. 2/3 didn't listen, and they child got taken out. They firstborn got taken out. All right, that's judgment. And the judgment is coming for y'all through Jacob's trouble, man. All right. So, you got anything else to say, bro? I'm done. And Lord willing, you got something?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And to fear the Lord is to do well to the brotherhood, because again, when you look at each brother as though that's a potential member of the body of Yahushai, you're gonna treat that brother different. You're gonna treat that brother like, even if a brother might do something to vex you, it's like family, you know what I'm saying? Like siblings fight sometimes, but they still love each other. But they still, sometimes there's little rifts and shit. But overall, if Yahushai is in us, we gotta squash all that bullshit and understand that we all striving for the same thing, man. And that's really the lesson. That's the point. I'm gonna just grab like one or two of these that the brothers have posted.
All right.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, there we go. Beautiful. This brother put in his likeness Yasharala, he put Romans 12:10. Be kindly affection to one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Right. Yep. Affection toward one another. Brotherly love. Love is to keep the commandments, because when you follow what the commandments say, you're not going to be plotting on your brother's wife. You're not going to be plotting on what your brother has. You go to his crib and you see nice things, you're like, oh, I want his shit. I'm going to come and rob him later on. That's the mindset of a nigga. But the Lord got a different spirit in us. And you know what, matter of fact, yeah, the lesson is going to have to end now, because we're about to go into the tunnel. But that's the spirit. It's all good. Hey, so with that, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna read this real quick and we're gonna close it out. All right. Strive for the Masteries 144. Put Matthew 18:20. If y'all lose us, it's because we're in the tunnel right now. Matthew 18:20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. And that's embodies the spirit of the Pesach. Because Yahushua is with the brothers that's sincere about this. So hey, with that, we're gonna salute y'all out. All right, praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and Dawada for Dawada Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakak Wadash for this brotherhood. Lord's will, we can catch up on the next lesson. Shalom.